Hello everyone and welcome. This is the Silent K and today we're playing MekHQ. More so MekHQ than MegaMek. I think today is going to be. Real quick to start off with, I did decide to bump the skill level up to regular. I also messed with the ratio of mechs to vehicles. This was a 3-2-1 mix, now it's a 1-2-3, so mechs are going to be a lot more difficult to come by, a lot more special. I also bumped up the chances of enemy turrets and infantry from 1 in 6 to 3 in 6, just to keep things, I think, interesting. And I think actually I'm going to go with 2 in 6 and see how I like that. So we're going to confirm those changes. A lot more max, but you think you have enough? Yeah, I do think I have enough max, don't you? I mean, look at all these. I don't have uses for all of them. Let's see. The guillotine will be ready in 10 days. Sell them. But they're like Pokemon. I gotta catch them all. I'm trying to have like one and a backup, so 2 total of every chassis, ideally. And actually maybe 3 of some. Like, I could have sworn one of these was. Oh no, it's this one, Doc's Ride. Still messed up. That one doesn't count. McGorilla, hey, how's it going? I don't know if you caught that, but I was just going over the changes in the difficulty that that I'm incorporating, and we're gonna go ahead and save that. We're gonna call that post change or post option. Yeah, sure. Just to differentiate that from the save file we had been playing on. I didn't want to save over it, didn't want to lose anything. I don't like losing things, which is, I guess, tied into why I don't want to sell any of the mechs that we have. I did notice that this tech, Dulfikar bin Amr, had enough XP to go up. He's now a regular mech tech. He was a green. Also, let me regroup these by unit. And they're currently sorted by XP. I noticed Delphine Chocolates finally has enough XP to be an elite doctor. So we're going to go ahead and spend points on that. Penny Singlemore is 2 XP away from being an elite mech tech. Let's see, Hikari and Essie? I don't know. Neither one of them has enough. However, Kellyanne and Hanlon are both 1 point away. Petra, we're waiting until we get 30 XP for, but we've got some administrator. No, this administrator is ready to go up. If we sell some of those mechs we'll never use, you could afford that dropship. We're well on the way to being able to afford that dropship actually, as it is. I think because we're currently sitting on 156 million C-bills and change, and this contract I think is paying us yeah, 25 million per month for 4 months. So that's almost another 100 million C-bills. Speaking of which, there is one thing that I know that I need to spend some on, and that is parts armor. We are not currently sitting on enough armor, I don't think. Number supply, yeah, 800 points of primitive. 700 points of standard. That is not going to be nearly enough for a 4-month mission, and I'm not sure we're going to be able to procure it once we're on planet. So I'm going to order, I think, maybe another 20 lots. 100 tons of armor should be okay. And hopefully that'll carry us through. Let's see. Yes, XP got spent. Did we have anyone else with XP that was ready to get spent? Do we have any greens that recently? No, no greens. Sitting at the 10-point threshold. Yeah, I think that's going to be it for the XP right now. Let's see, I did that. Ordered armor. I went ahead and fixed the organizational chart, and I also made sure that all of our personnel that need ranks have ranks, or at least I tried to. So let's see, we're going back by skill level and then by role. So yeah, our administrators don't have ranks, our dependents and doctors don't have ranks, but I think everyone else should. Oh. No, we've got some vehicle drivers here that haven't got ranks yet. And since they're not in command of a vehicle, let's just go ahead and change these guys real quick. Since they're not in command of a vehicle, they're corporals. As soon as they take command of a vehicle, they'll become sergeants. Vehicle gunners. Corporals. Now we've got some vessel crew members, gunners and pilots. Those guys, if we ever get a dropship, as we were saying, I'm gonna need some of them. So the veterans are gonna be petty officers. The greens are gonna be spacemen recruits. There we go. That should be everything. Now, let's see. I'd also fixed an engine that I noticed in the hangar needed to be fixed. Other than that, the repair bay is good, the infirmary is good, mech lab is empty. We've got 4 mechs being worked on. One of them will be ready in about 10 days. And we've got until the 5th, so most of a month until we're on planet. So we'll see. I don't think the Wolverine's going to be ready. I don't think the Grasshopper's going to be ready. Hoser's backup ride, I don't think has had its role yet, so the Guillotine is the only one I have hope for, really. Okay, yeah, refitting, finding armor, finding lots of armor. Maintenance on the Stalker 3F. Okay, I see some ups. I also see some E's, which makes me unhappy, uneasy, if you will. Heat sinks and armor have arrived, so that's well and good. Still working on these refits. And this is where we're going to start accelerating things a bit more. Oh, there should have been a marketplace. Here's my backup ride and annihilator with 6 PPCs. I wish. If we had that mech, it would not be your backup ride. It would be your full-time ride. But unfortunately, we haven't found an annihilator yet. Although I'm definitely going to keep an eye out for one. There should have been a personnel market update on yesterday, and we were supposed to be recruiting soldiers. Alright, so we'll have to wait a bit. And like another week. And again, accelerating through things. 5 days left on the Guillotine. Saturday, maintenance on the Marauder 5A. Looks like trending slightly upwards, and I don't see anything lower than a C offhand, which is nice. So we can expect it to continue trending upwards. 2 days left on the Guillotine. Ooh, Ash's Archer improved from, what was that? C to B? C to B. With plenty of items going up from C to B. I'm seeing some A's. I'm also seeing some D's. And an E or 2. Alright, going into Monday. Personnel market updated. We've got plenty of soldiers. I was actually planning on maybe, because it occurred to me that hiring soldiers happens as a unit. These guys already have an autocannon, or a pair of autocannon 20s with them. Ooh, autocannon 2 field gunners. I wanted some of those to fill out the light field gunner lance. We'll go ahead, I think, and we'll hire them. Because we don't have any field gunners lighter than autocannon 5s. So I thought, you know, thought maybe some autocannon 2s would help. And they are just scattered all throughout. Right, where is the most senior one? Is that going to be this one? All right, you're going to be a sergeant. The rest of y'all are going to be privates. All right, now we go back to group by unit. We go back to sorting by XP, and then skill level and then roll. Roll. All right, so that, and then we need to add them to the TONE. We might even 5 field gunners. That's 5. That's going to be the very limit of what we can command. And actually, oh, what other mech? Oh, Grenetta and the Angler, which is, if I recall, glitched out. What else was I going to do? Oh yeah, I was going to hire personnel market. I was going to hire these autocannon 20 field gunners, and I was going to disband them and reassign them if I could. Is that going to be in the hangar, I think? Disband. Yes. And then we should have personnel to assign. Let's see. Goes. Oh, should have changed their rank first. That was on me. Alright, that's gonna bother me if I don't fix it. Was that this one? Yes, it was. Alright. I don't know if there's... Let me try doing 4 at a time, because I know at least one of our units is down by at least 4. I hope I'm not... Okay, there we go. I'm not just throwing them into a bottomless glitch pit. Alright, we might need to hire some more infantry. Let me go back to the hangar. Check status. Okay, so we actually only need 5 and 3 is 8 more dudes. Yeah, that's not worth hiring a whole platoon for, I don't think. Where is it? Do we want our guys at full strength? I think we want our guys at full strength. We already spent the 100,000 on the roll. I'm gonna go ahead and hire that one and disband it. There should. There, we only needed 8 of them, right? Yeah, I mean, all of our infantry should be at full strength now, it looks like. Okay, and assign to unit is gone off the menu, so we don't have any units that we can assign them to. Alright, so that said, now we've got 15 or so regular soldiers and a handful of green soldiers, actually. No, I'm not going to nitpick that badly. I'm not going to start removing all of my green soldiers from units and replacing them with regulars. That's just not going to happen. We will have some spare guys as backup in case we do take any more casualties. And with more vehicles and infantry in the mix, I'm expecting to use my own vehicles and probably infantry and probably vehicles more so as well. We don't have much in the way of mechanics. Yeah, we've got 3, 6, we've got 9 mechanics. I would want at least 3 more if we're going to start incorporating more of a tank complement. Let's go ahead and we will, Personnel market, we'll change this to mechanic and hire the 3 best ones that pop up next week. Let's see, after all that, let's see, maintenance on the Orion. Alright, I'm still seeing E, but things aren't getting worse, so that's good. Or at least not bad. The guillotine is complete. So that is going to be over here. What did we do with this guy? Oh, yeah, we dropped some heat sinks, we bumped up his armor. And I think we added a couple of medium lasers. And Artemis, looks like. Quite heavily armored, not quite as heavily armored as it could be. But with 30 double heat sinks, that's going to be, or with 30 heat sinking capability, that's 12, that's 20, 32. Yeah, should be pretty close to heat neutral firing everything. Unless he jumps, in which case you might want to keep a medium laser or even the large silent. But in the meantime, yeah, we added an SRM6, it looks like, as well. I was thinking the original guillotine had 2 SRM6s, but I know better. I shouldn't have. Yeah, 7 tons worth of heat sinks saved. Do we maybe want to swap this other guillotine over to the same build? We don't have the double heat sinks to spare anymore. I will go ahead and put this guy in mothballs. That'll be Shata. Working on that. Let's see. Cronus will be done in less than 10 days, or at least it'll be ready for its roll. Let's see. Tuesday the 20th, Rifleman 4N. Alright, things are looking pretty good there. I still see a D and an E. Nothing drastic. Noisiel, first inaugural summer games held. Father versus son to highlight the games. Spectators were treated to a new form of mech competition last month on Noisiel. Duke Michael Alextep and his son William faced off in the first ever Atlas rugby match. The event was the highlight of the first annual Noisiel Summer Games announced earlier this year. The event highlighted traditional athletes as well as some of the finest aerobatic maneuvers from AFFC pilots. The event was so popular, talks are already underway as to next year's event, with several ideas being submitted to the Duke's offices. Okay, so it's good to know people are having good times even in the midst of, whatever war we're in the midst of. Actually, this is kind of a lull historically, isn't it? There's not a lot going on right before the clans invade, if I recall. I mean, not that I'm an expert. If anyone wants to correct me, please feel free in the comments or in the chat or in the Discord, wherever. Don't forget to like, comment, follow, subscribe, cheap plug. Let's see. So that's Wednesday, Thursday. Saracen and the Vedette. Can we register Hoser for the next summer games? What, in the biathlon? I mean, he's not going to be any good at the running part, but the shooting he'd be excellent at. Or do you want to play awesome rugby? I feel like I was gonna say something about hockey might be more appropriate, but honestly, I can't see that ending well. PVC-a-thon. Yeah, like a biathlon, but with only one part of it, the shooting part. Tracked APC, tracked SRM, not worried about that. Blackjack, however, I'd like to take a look at. Still seeing some red on here on those double heat sinks. And it's because the arrow mod is canceling out our extra time. Say. The blackjack is currently on ×3, being maintained by who now? Shasa? Shasa, yeah, I think she barely has enough time to switch this over to ×4. The Cronus will be ready in like 5 days, I think. Atlas moving up in quality, very nice. I'm seeing everything moving up. I still see a bunch of D's. Cronus in a little bit. Wolverine in about 10 days. Long Tom, not worried about that. Personnel market updated. Let's see what kind of mechanics we've got. We've got a regular mechanic. I'm not thrilled about the great mechanic. We'll go ahead and hire you. And some AC-10 field gunners. Nah, I think we're good on that. Let's see. Wolverine in 39-60 minutes. Awesome in 39-30 minutes. Cronus in 2 days. Oh yes. Forgot, in this game, not in my practice game, but in this game, I did give Tex rank. Okay, so we've got 10 mechanics now. I want at least 2 more. Tuesday, Wednesday, jumped to Shiratori. Wolverine in 3,000 minutes. Cronus needed a 9, got an 8. Will be another 8,000 minutes. Oh, Thursday, we've got some stuff happening. Recharging and transiting into system. Okay, so we're at the planet that we need to be at. Hoser's Ride, quality improves from B to A. That's what I like to see. Head is up to A. Armor is up from D. Double heatsink is up from D. Okay, I'm seeing a large proportion of A's and B's here with some C's and a couple D's. I'm surprised that it's already a quality A mech, but okay, if they're gonna call it a quality A mech, I'm not gonna argue. Quick Draw is also moving up. Jabberwocky, likewise. Wyvern's Archer, same deal, looking good. Mobile Long Tom improving. APC, not worried about that. Wolverine in 25-20, Awesome in 24-90. Cronus after the roll in 73-20. Woohoo, yeah, I thought you'd be excited that. I mean, there is still room for improvement, but you're in the highest tier, so that's outstanding. I'm happy for that, because I think also it has to do with our unit rating. I think we're still rated B. We've got combat record 30, and I think I actually had manually removed some points from the combat record to keep us from being A rated, because they start throwing obscene amounts of op4 at you when you're A rated. So there's technology. We've got 23 IS2 units out of 33. 100% on all of our support categories. No negatives in our financial category. No, I guess the mech ratings don't really factor into the unit rating. Let's see, did we look at the Cronus? Okay, the Cronus is gaining ground quite rapidly. Let's see, the Awesome will be ready in about 4 more days. 4 and change, technically 5, same as the Wolverine. Alright, August 1st, we've got random XP for everyone. We've got the unit market updated. We've got a pair of Cyclopses for pretty deep discounts, 10% off and 20% off. We've got a Stalker 3H for 5% off. 3H is the one with LRM 20s but no large lasers. That's not a bad trade-off, I would say. But I don't know if I want to spend 7 million C-bills on it. Griffin, Scorpion, Warhammer. Interesting stuff. Ooh, a Raven 2X. The 2X is not the one with the electronic suite, apparently. It's a standard as of 3030. What do we have in the way of aerospace? Got a pair of Slayers marked up. Yeah, we don't need those that badly. We've got an Eagle, 75 tons. The Slayers are 80 tons. Yeah, I was hoping we would see it in an Annihilator, but alas, just the Cyclops HQ and the Cyclops Z. The Z is the fast one with minimal armor. HQ also has minimal armor. Drops the autocannon 20. Basically doesn't have much of anything. 4-6 assault mechs are just a little... Like, the Battlemaster is good. I like the Battlemaster, but other assault mechs, especially 90 tons and up, once you, especially with intro tech, once you start trying to make them move 4-6, you're just spending too much tonnage. You don't have enough for anything else, like armor and gun. So Loni gained an XP, that puts her at 11, him at 11. Which is... Oh, Loni used to be a pilot, I forgot about that. Delphine Chocolates gained another XP. Giovanna Alexander, one of our administrators. Veteran needs more than 20 XP to go up. Privates all went up. A lot of infantry gaining XP. Corporal. Let's see. Privates, corporals, privates, sergeant. On all personnel and not active personnel. No, not enough to go up for the sergeant. Just trying to go through this as quickly as possible. Werewolf gained an XP. He's up to 18 now. He's gonna need 20, I think, to go up again. Yeah, 20. So he's 2 points away. That's 1 mission with a kill, or 2 missions. Scarponi gained an XP, up to 14 now. That is enough for a piloting. Let's see. Andrew Shawcross, regular pilot. Alright, maintenance on the Sholigar, quality remains A, steady improving, nice. The Dig King, still at B, and improving. Wolverine customization in 3 days, awesome customization in 3 days. Payday, paid out 750,000 in salaries. I want gunnery first, thanks. Okay, noted. Still a few points away from that. We'll see how long that takes. Let's see. Anything else we need to do today? We'll be landing on the 5th. Personnel market updated. Okay, we've got veteran mechanic. We'll hire you. And maybe one of these regulars. It's gonna be our last chance. We're only 2 days out. Yeah, we'll hire this Ryan fellow. And there goes the AC. I'm sure you guys can hear that. Sorry about that. Actually, veterans or sergeants? I forgot. We're straight up here. Yeah, we're straight. Those are all sergeants. Get me a few more kills. I'm working on it. I'm certainly trying. Let's see. Awesome in 2 days, Wolverine in 2 days. That'll be just in time for us to land. Alright, Wolverine needed a 14, got a 3. We'll take another 16,000 minutes. Awesome needed a 12, got a 9. Will be another 14,000 minutes and change. So that's gonna be a while, yeah. Let's see, the other Cronus is gonna be ready in just shy of 10 days. The Grasshopper just a little bit longer than that. Not that we super need them right now. Alright, let's go ahead and land on this puppy. Go ahead and set a save there. Crosscut, quality remains. Oh, the crosscut is actually dropping quite badly. Does not have a lot of time to spare. What are you working on? Oh, Hoser's Ride and the Lagermech. Hoser's Ride, yeah, it's kind of a hanger queen. Spends a lot of time in maintenance. Oh, I set that to ×4 and assign. Not Penny. Penny's about to be an elite. Oh, didn't mean to click on that. Assign person tech. We were looking at regulars. Shoya, I think, will be our tech for that. And hopefully, because Guillaume was veteran, so going from veteran to regular is a penalty of 1. Another penalty of 1 because the thing's lost quality. So a bonus of 3 at least to turn it around. Yeah, that should work, I think. Alright, we have landed. Enemy morale is normal. We've got 30% max salvage. Let's see. So we've got 2 deployment requirement. We've got 2 total, 1 fight. We've got Galatea Lance in the fight role. We've got Tonga and Mariana in scout roles. Like that. We'll go ahead and set the heavy field gunners to defend. We'll set the light field gunners to defend as well. I don't know if that's necessary or even wise. Also, this is a command rights are house, so I understand we may not have as much freedom as we otherwise normally would have. Let's see, that was Galatea in the fight role, so we'll have Mariana scout here. We'll have Tonga scout here. Oh, hostile force and a hostile supply depot. How about that? We just kind of stumbled into everything. Oh, destroy grounded dropship. Required by contract. +1 victory point if won. Badlands like craters. Deployment date. Deployment period is 2 days, so that is actually going to slow us down substantially. And then, okay, we don't have a second track, which is good. We've got Tonga Lance against the dropship. Let's see. That will occur on the 8th, 3 days from now. No, it'll happen today, it says. That is Tsubasa, Hoser, Warwolf, Ash, and Stiletto. Sorry, my gorilla. I was hoping you'd see some action, but actually I'm not even sure which lance you're in. Oh, you're in Galatea Lance. You're in the fight role. And since we haven't got any support points, I don't know that we're going to be able to deploy you this mission. We can try. What are we up against? We've got our house officer is a 5/5 and a crusader, so not going to be a great shot, but that's not a bad mech. We've got up against a gazelle. Primary op for is looks like a heavy lance of tanks, a light mixed lance, and a heavy lance of mechs. So yeah, reinforcements would be very nice to have on this mission. Plus they've got tank reinforcements coming from the northeast and aircraft coming from the south. That is an awful lot of op for 5 mechs. Let me try deploying Galatea Lance, see what happens. Reinforcement attempt succeeded. Okay. We're both deploying in the southeast corner. Enemies are deploying in the center and the northeast and the south. That is, oof, that's a lot of op for. That's I'm a little worried about that Crusader 3K with the 3-4 pilot. The Rifleman's no joke. The Highlander is going to be no joke. The 733. That is one with an autocannon, not a Gauss rifle. Okay. 30 turns to destroy or cripple the grounded enemy dropship. Yeah. Yeah, the Highlander memories are deep. Okay, so we got actually some pretty bad rolls here. We got hostile battle value budget increase from the nearby supply depot, enemy tank reinforcements, and bad intel. Objective 1 is to destroy the dropship within 30 turns. Objective 2 is to destroy, cripple, or force to withdraw 50% of the following forces. That's the primary out for the dropship and the aircraft, but not the tanks. Seriously. Preserve 100% of the house officer, preserve 50% of Tonga Lance and the officer. Let's see. Dawn Dusk with a light fog, we've got 1 reroll. Kind of thinking actually maybe some bad weather is good for us. But how bad do we really want it? Maybe we go heavy fog? We go heavy fog, that'll give us a chance to draw the enemies away from the dropship. Okay, it looks like our reinforcements are appearing on round 6, which... I don't know, we made the roll. Do we travel as a group? I'd like to think we're traveling as a group. It'd make this a lot easier. And also, let me... Get a mission. Enemy camo. Let's go. Because we're against the Draconis Combine. We'll go 11th Al Shane and the Allies, since they're federated Commonwealth. We'll go with the black and yellow. Not that we have any allies on this mission. Won't let us change it all at once. We'll go fire brick for the dropship. Primary op 4 will go. We'll go 11th Al Shane. Enemy tank reinforcement. No. Tank reinforcements will go 14th Al Shane. And additional op 4 aircraft will go ahead, make them fire brick as well. Alright, this is going to be interesting. Let's see. Speed of 4, speed of 6, 4, 5. So yeah, round 6 is pretty fair. Actually, wait. It would be slower. It would be faster. It would be slower. It would be the same, including the bonus for the commander's, what is it, strategy, which increases the speed that your reinforcements arrive at. SRM. Oh, I didn't see the SRM carrier. Let me. Okay, so the dropship is only worth 1800 battle value. We can laugh about that later. The Highlander is their big boy. The Crusader is almost as big. Their Slayer is one to watch out for. Our house ally is significantly below the curve. Let's see, where's that SRM carrier? 4-5 and a 4-6 arriving on round 10. Pair of bulldogs. 3 Sholigars. Those are fortunately not too scary. At the bottom of the list, we've got the Galleon, the Vedette, the Spider, Hunter with an LRM-15. But it's the ones at the top of the list that I'm mostly concerned with. It's the Gazelle, it's the Highlander, the Crusader, Slayer. Quick Draw is surprisingly high value. This one has all 4 medium lasers to the front and the SRM to the rear. That's the 4H variant. Let's see, the SRM carrier will be deploying at the center. How big is this map? Oh, it's quite large. Do we maybe want to add some trees to hide in? Do we want to make it darker? We've got 1 reroll. How do we play this? We make it more foggy. Fog is going to affect lasers more than anything. Let's go ahead. Wait, no. Because they've got searchlights, and they're going to be using searchlights. We've got one reroll. Do we want to add some trees? Yeah, I think adding trees is worth the reroll. All right, let's do this. All right, we've won initiative for deployment. That means they'll be deploying first. They're deploying in the center. So what kind of map are we looking at here? Not a lot of tree cover in this area, which is not what I was hoping for. We could maybe skirt behind these mountains, try to draw them in. Assuming he doesn't deploy like here or something, which I think he may be able to do. If Hoser is on the map, he doesn't want them. What, the SRM carriers? Oh, doesn't want trees? That dropship has me scared, honestly. I want to be as defensive as possible against that dropship. It just has so much firepower, it's scary. We don't have any artillery or anything backing us up that can take out the dropship for us. Let's see, this is close range archer. Maybe a little closer in, get into those woods and hide there. Still no sign of the dropship. We'll get eyes on it. Oh. They appeared in our midst. And we've lost initiative for round 1, which means we have to move first. Oh, the Shulgar and the Slayer, those arrived on turn 1. That's, I really thought they were going to be a little bit longer in coming. Also, I forgot that we were going to be moving so much slower because of the fog and the darkness. Oh, should we be turning our searchlights on? Oh, Dawn Dusk doesn't allow for searchlights. Only darkness. Like actual darkness. Shulgar flies off the map on turn 1. Okay, this is fine. Tsubasa. Cancel. We have a shot on him outside of visual and sensor range. We've got 10s on the Slayer. We'll take a couple of 10s. Not in arc. What do you mean not in arc? Got 6s on this Sholigar. Gotta tell me you don't like the trees. But you're shooting an air target, so... Oh. The spider is all up in our face. The quick draw is coming at us. And our Crusader buddy is not hightailing it like I had hoped he would. He is in fact firing on the Gazelle. Pair of 9s, we'll take that. Another pair of 9s. This Crusader is taking shots at us from beyond our reach. And what does he need to hit us? He needs 11. Okay, so that's more than likely a waste of ammo. We'll close with him next turn. The Cronus is not going to have a shot either, outside of visual and sensor range. Alright, Sholigar loses altitude from weapon attack, that's fine. Crusader launching 30 LRMs at the Gazelle and hitting with 9 of them to the left side in the nose. The Blackjack missing on 10s. The Spider landing a medium laser on our Crusader's left torso. Hoser at the Sholigar hitting it in the right wing and the aft, and then in the aft again with the large laser, causing it to be possibly out of control. Let's see, the Stalker missing on, wait, 7. Not 9s, like it said. Lands a large laser to the Sholigar's right wing, which was already damaged by a PPC, hitting the avionics system. 6 missiles hit the right wing, causing structural integrity damage. Causing 0 damage to the structural integrity. Quick draw at the Crusader, missing on a 10. The Crusader at the Archer, missing on 11s. The Gazelle at the Blackjack, missing on an 11. And our Crusader landing an autocannon 5 to the right arm, landing 12 LRMs to the center and left torso. Sholigar at the Crusader, landing 3 medium lasers to the center, and left torso. The left torso is down to 7 armor already. And he falls, taking 5 damage to the right leg and 2 to the left arm. Needs a 6 to avoid damage, gets a 7. Let's see, we're at 2 heat, we're at 1 heat. Everyone else is running cool. The Spider is up to 4 already, so he's not going to be able to do what he did next turn. The Sholigar is out of control, loses 3 elevation, and has random movement as the effect of his roll number 3. So we'll see which way that sends him spinning. We've lost initiative again going into round 2. Can we jump and maybe try to take some shots at the Gazelle? Or do we try to... we need to save the Crusader. We need to rescue him or we'll lose victory points. We hop up here and try to engage this Crusader. Dash and also jump into these woods. had not counted on being quite so slow. I forgot all about the movement penalties. Crusader successfully stands up, that's good. He's being flanked by a spider, so, you know, it's not great. We have a Slayer flying past Tsubasa. And we can hit him on 9s. What can he hit us on, I wonder? We're up to 4 heat with the blackjack. Oh no, he's firing on Warwolf. Oh, we need 5s to hit the Slayer with those PPCs. Oh, we're gonna do it. And a 7, putting us at 3 heat. Yeah. Oh, taking fire from the Gazelle as well. Oof. Needing 6s at the Slayer and 10. So we'll go ahead. Skip 1 medium. We'll go 8s. We'll go to 3 heat with the SRMs. Ash was going to take on the Crusader on 15s. Not going to happen just yet. Stiletto. We have a shot. We've got an 11 on the Sholigar. 11 on Slayer. 10 on the Crusader. We'll take the 10 because it's twice as likely to hit as an 11. Alright, Blackjack missing on 9s. Slayer missing his autocannon shot on the Stalker. Landing medium lasers to the left torso and right arm. Would have been the head, but goes to the right leg and the left torso. Hoser at the Slayer, hitting it in the aft with the first PPC and hitting the engine. Second PPC to the left wing, hitting the avionics system. Third PPC in the large laser miss. The Gazelle at the Blackjack, missing on a 9. At the Crusader, missing on a 7. At the Stalker, landing 16 LRMs to the right arm and left torso. Would have been the head, but goes to the left leg instead. Stalker at the Slayer hits it in the aft with 2 large lasers, down to 22 armor. Medium laser following that up, down to 17. Missing with all of the missiles. Really needed a 3 hit on that Slayer. Yeah, if he had managed to hit it in the aft again, it would have been down to what, 7 armor? Would have been another potential crit. I mean, we got it in the engine and the avionics. So he's overheating and he's going to have tough rolls to stay in control. So hopefully that takes him out of the fight. If he lawn darts, I'm giving that one to you. Spider at the Crusader, landing a medium laser to the left arm. Hunter at the Crusader, missing on a 10. The Cronus at the Crusader, missing on a 10. Almost starting an accidental fire. Crusader at the Gazelle, hitting it with 9 alarms to the nose. Crusader on Crusader Violence, hitting him with 16 LRMs to the arms. Leaving him with 3 armor on the left arm and 9 on the right arm. Stalker needs a 5 to stay standing, gets a 9. Crusader needs a 6, gets a 6. Alright, Slayer is out of control, loses 1 elevation. Blackjack is at 4 heat, Awesome is at 3 heat, Stalker is at 3 heat, Crusader is at 3 heat, their Spider is steady at 4 heat. And we finally won initiative, coming into round 3. The Gazelle has turned towards us. That might not be great. Maybe we can get out of his front arc. Looks like his front arc carries down to this line. We jump over here and only be in his side arc. I hope the Crusader follows us. I want him to have to choose between us. Where can we go that the gazelle can't see us? And where we've got a target on something. Oh, we've got a shot on the galleon from here. Carpathice, hey, how's it going? Things are going, I would say, moderately well. We were able to pull in a second lance against these forces, which is good because there's a lot of forces. They've got air support, they've got tank reinforcements incoming, they've got 3 lances of relatively heavy mechs and vehicles, and they've got a dropship. So it's our 2 lances plus this crusader down here, and the crusader's already pretty beat up. And I hope he's not in the gazelle's front arc. But yeah, let's see, the range is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's going to be extreme range on the galleon. But it's that or get shot by the gazelle. The stiletto, maybe trying for the galleon as well. Sounds like a challenge indeed. Yeah, it does. That should be a range of 10, so that's medium range for the large. 2 Sholigars fly off the map. I'll probably be back. This Sholigar, or the Slayer, is out of control. Can we capitalize on that? We've got 9s to hit him. I don't think we're going to do better than 9. Got no shot on the gazelle. I guess we're just a scotch too far away. We got 16s on the quick draw. We've got, I guess 9s is going to be our best shot. Oh, we'll take a couple of 9s. Oh, maybe 1 9, considering we've been jumping. Hoser taking fire from the gazelle, which he is unable to return, which is kind of BS if you ask me. Outside of visual range, well then how can he see us? Gazelle needs a 7 to hit us with an autocannon 5. What's this other one? Oh. LRM 20 needs a 7. And we've got no target on him. Got no target on the Crusader. We've got 11s on the Spider. Well, we don't have much choice but to continue advancing. Cool off a little bit with the large laser. First time chat from Piers. Hey, how's it going? Just started watching this series on YouTube. Helped me learn how to play MekHQ. Very cool. Volume though, struggle with YouTube volume sometimes. Yeah, that's actually a big part of the reason that I'm not trying to monetize the channel, because I know that my volume is really low. I've tried turning up the gain, but then the background noise just becomes a problem. And I don't want you to have to turn your volume up to hear me and then have the commercials blast your eardrums out. So, yeah, just a small-time streamer, just trying to have fun with my friends. Sorry about the volume. I know the audio is an issue. It always has been. Maybe I need a better mic. If anyone has any suggestions for a mic that'll pick up my voice better, but not the background noise, I'm open to suggestions. Got 12s on the Spider. We might as well take those. I got used to have ears blasting out during beginning YouTube watching. Yeah, there's a couple YouTubers that I watch who are also kind of low on the volume side, and they do have ads, and that's not a lot of fun. But it is what it is, and I'm not trying to like fight the system or anything like that. And Ash has 15 pluses on everyone. Stiletto has an 8 and some 12s. Alright, the Gazelle, missing the archer with a PPC, hitting the stalker in the chest with an autocannon 5, landing 16 LRMs on a hoser's ride to the left arm, center torso critical, and the left torso. No effect from that critical, but we're down to 24 armor there. The Rifleman firing at Ash, missing on 12s. The Crusader hitting the Gazelle with 14 LRMs to the right side and the aft, down to 111 armor in both of those locations. The Spider missing on 10s, Blackjack missing on a 9, Hoser missing on 11s, the Hunter missing the Crusader on a 10, the Stalker at the Spider missing on 12s, Crusader at the Quick Draw at the Crusader missing on 11s, Crusader at the Archer missing on 12s and 8s, Cronus hitting the Galleon in the front with a large laser, down to 3 armor but no crit. The Spider trying to punch the Crusader, needing 11s and getting a 6 and a 7. There is an effect, the paint. Indeed, yeah. At least he didn't get a crit. I mean, that was on the center torso. That could have been an engine hit, that could have been a gyro hit, that would have been bad news. All of our people have cooled off, except the Cronus is at 1 heat. The Crusader on our side is at 5 heat, so he's going to be a 3-5 movement profile next turn. Spider cooled down to 3 heat. Slayer remains out of control, but does not lose any elevation, looks like. We've lost initiative going into round 4. We've got reinforcements showing up in 2 more turns. We'll start with Hoser and Warwolf advancing as quickly as the fog and darkness will allow. Happy to have Slayer out of control for a while at least. Yeah, hopefully he leaves the map. Where is he? I think he might be one of these sensor returns. Where did he go? He's one of these sensor returns. He must be. Either that or we don't even have him on sensors. Oh, and there's the Highlander and Big Boy. Autocannon 10, medium lasers, LRMs, SRMs, almost like an Atlas. Sholigar flies off the map, but the Slayer did not. Slayer is still somewhere around here. Alright. Crusader is firing on the Gazelle's right side. Tsubasa has 11s on the quick draw, 11 on the scimitar. Impossible shot on the Gazelle. What? Won't even let us try to fire. We got a 12 on the Hunter. Maybe we'll get lucky and hit the scimitar and immobilize it. That's worth going up to 1 heat for that chance. We've got 8s on the Crusader. Still haven't got a shot on the Gazelle. Yeah, we'll take a trio of 8s. And maybe even the 10. Maybe not the 10. Yeah, we'll do the 10. We've got 9s on the Crusader over here. 15s, 16s, and 17s. Still got no shot. That's a 10, that's also a 10. We'll go ahead and concentrate fire on the Crusader, maybe knock him down. Alright, our Crusader at the Gazelle, landing 15 LRMs to the aft and right side. Down to 106 on the aft, 101 on the right side. Rifleman missing the archer on 12s and 10s. Blackjack hitting the scimitar in the front for 8 damage, destroying his searchlight. Not getting the immobilization that I was hoping for. Still, nice shot on the 11. The scimitar at the Crusader missing on a 10. Hoser at the Crusader. Landing hit on the right leg and the right arm with the large laser. That's 18 points of damage there. Plus 4 LRMs from the Stalker is enough to force a piloting skill check. That's 4 to the center torso, destroying his searchlight, as well as 6 more to the left arm and left leg. The Hunter missing, the Quick Draw missing, the Crusader hitting the Stalker with all 10 LRMs to the right arm. Barely missing 2 PBCs by 1. If I had just another level of gunnery. Yeah, that sucks. Needs an 8, gets a 7 twice. Yeah, if only you had another point of gunnery, those two would have both hit. It would have been an extra difficulty on the skill check at the end of the round. The Highlander missing on 12s, the Gazelle hitting the Awesome in the center torso with an autocannon 5 LRMs to the left arm. Would have been the head. Sorry, that's 10 to the left arm, and costing you a point of edge. The right arm and the right leg. Hoser needs a 4, gets a 4, barely. Aren't you glad you had that point of piloting? The Crusader needs a 5, gets a 6. Well, even both of those PVCs wouldn't have knocked him down. Would have been close though. Alright, Blackjack is at 1, Hoser is at 2, the Crusader is at 6, and steady increasing. He needs to take a turn to cool down. We've 1 initiative going into round 5. Our reinforcements will be showing up next turn. Gazelle has already moved. Maybe we can land some PBCs on the Gazelle this turn. Maybe not. We'll see. Trying to stay under cover as much as possible. Trying to maybe get the flank. I don't know if flanking the dropship is a good move because it's got guns on every side. Actually, yeah, let's stay out of his line of sight as much as possible if we could. Close in with the quick draw. We've got as many medium lasers as he's got. We also have a large. He doesn't have the heat sinks, does he? Yeah, and we're under his LRM. We've got the scimitar on 8s. We've got the quick draw on 8s. Go up to 3 heat to try to knock down the quick draw with laser fire. Hoser finally has a shot on the Gazelle on 3s. He's also got the Crusader on 8s again. Do we just go for the Gazelle? We're likely to hit him in the nose, where he still has over 100 points of armor. But they're guaranteed hits versus Crusader on 8s. And a 5 with the large laser. We'll go up to 4 heat for that. Warwolf. On the Crusader, we've got 9s. On the Gazelle, we've got 4s. Let's see, Ash the Crusader on 15s, Rifleman on 17s, that's not going to happen. Stiletto not having a shot at all. The Gazelle returning fire on Ash as well as the Rifleman. Where the heck did that Highlander go? He must be hiding over here somewhere. That Gazelle has been hurting Hoser? Yeah, it has. I tried to keep you out of sight, but man, that thing can just shoot over and through anything. Speaking of which, the Gazelle hits you in the right arm. Costs you your last point of edge. Would have been a head hit. Right arm is down to 14 armor. 16 LRMs. Right arm is down to 9 armor. Right leg, right torso, left torso for a single point. Rifleman missing on 11s. The Crusader landing 18 LRMs on the Gazelle's right side and aft. Down to 87 armor on that side. Scimitar landing an autocannon 5 on the Blackjack's left torso. The Blackjack returning fire on the quick draw for no effect. Missing on 5 8s in a row. Statistically, should have landed 2 of them, but he couldn't roll higher than a 6. The Vedette missing on a 10. Hoser at the Gazelle, hitting it in the nose for a solid 30 points of damage, and 8 points to the right side. So that is the full volley. Just all of it landed, all of it struck home. Very nice. The Hunter at the Crusader, hitting the left arm with 9 LRMs going internal, leaving it with 4 structure. Stalker at the Gazelle, landing large lasers to the nose and right side. 14 LRMs to the nose and left side. Quick draw at the Crusader, hitting with a medium laser to the left torso, and a medium laser to the right arm. The Crusader at the Stalker, missing on 10s and 6s, landing 6 LRMs to the right arm, critting on the LRM 10. And Hoser needs a 4 to stay standing, gets a 5. Things are not going great. The Crusader is at 8 heat, Awesome is at 4, Blackjack is at 3. They're all running, mostly running relatively cool. We have 1 initiative going into round 6, and we finally have reinforcements. That's going to be an Orion. I'll stick the Warhammer here. That gives us shots on the Scimitar on the quick draw. Marauder has jump jets, so we can put him there. Let's see, the Orion. Do we just go full force from the south? Try to punch up here on its right side? Its right side is weak. Its nose is also pretty weak as well. Yeah, let's just move as a unit. And our quick draw is better than your quick draw. That I would put money on. Alright, Hoser, I know you don't like getting close to enemies, but I want you to can we get partial cover from this thing, I wonder? Actually, We can stay put and still hit the gazelle. Elevation stops that if you move closer. Probably draw more fire. That's not good. The right arm is internal. There's a PBC there. Usually Princess attacks the best shot the closest. Yeah, I know. She likes to play the numbers same as I do. I'm hoping to give her a better target. No, I want to be in the rear of that rifleman if I can. Oh, there's a Highlander there now. And he has not moved yet. I hope he doesn't just turn and smush me. I'm hoping he moves, like, out of the way. Yeah, if it starts to look like you take too much fire, I'll back you out. I'm actually kind of on the verge of wanting to back you out as it is, but I'm hoping someone else can draw some fire. I mean, I'm not sure about its firing arcs, but I think you're on his right wing. Actually. Okay, right side. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, anything in his nose or right side can target you or the Orion. But it looks like the quick draw, and I need to get Tsubasa where he can draw some fire. Trying to neutralize this quick draw as quickly as possible. I've got the spider bugging out. Slayer flees the battlefield. Does not fly off the map, flees the battlefield. So I don't think the Slayer is coming back. The Galleon moved backwards over an elevation change. Alright, Hoser. Since we like to start with the big guns, you can hit the Sholigar on 7s. Or the Gazelle on 3s. Who else can hit that Sholigar? On 8s. On 8s. So it looks like the Orion and the Crusader. Let me try Warhammer. On 11s. That's not great. 10s, that's gonna be 11s, 7s. Yeah, we'll go ahead and take a couple of 7s there. 15s. Let's see, other PPCs. That's gonna be, maybe we can hit the Sholigar in the aft. What have we got incoming? 5 with some LRMs. Got 3s. It's 30 points of damage. That's a huge whopping chunk of his armor. That Sholigar, we could maybe shoot him down. We hit that Sholigar on the aft 3 times, he is toast. Yeah, let's try and take down their air support. Just for 1 turn. We've got 7s on the Crusader. We've got 2s on the Gazelle. Yeah, let's go ahead and direct some fire at the Gazelle. Oh, I forgot we lost one of our LRMs. Well, that's gonna slow things down a little bit. We haven't got any other targets, do we? We've got the Crusader in range on 12, so we might as well take some shots at him. Just to stay heat neutral. On 10s or 9s or 5s. Yeah, 16 damage I think is worth it, unless 9s are, we might hit with 1. We're more likely to do more damage with the large. No, that puts us at 5 heat. That's, yeah, we'll do 5 heat this turn, then we'll cool down next turn. Oh, the Highlander got behind us. That's less than ideal. The Rifleman is flipping arms and shooting at us. The Gazelle is shooting at us with all of its left side stuff, mostly with 12s, but an 8 on the PPC. The Galleon is joining in the fun. He needs a 10 with a medium laser. We've got 9s on the Rifleman, 9s on the Crusader. We'll go for the back of the Rifleman. Let's see, the Orion into the back of the Sholigar as well, I think, unless... Yeah, we've got a 12 on the quick draw. We've got an 8 on the Sholigar. Alternately, we've got a 9 on the Scimitar. Actually, we could really mess up that Scimitar with some cluster munitions. We'll go ahead and try and hit him on a 8. We'll do the LRMs and the LBX on him for 8s and 9s. And that'll be what, 9s and 11s? Tentacle Shogun at the quick draw. We've got 8s with the pulse lasers. That's not bad. And it's 10s with the SRMs. We'll hold off on that. Keep the ammo for later. Sholigar missing the Crusader on 7s with a trio of 5s. Let's see, a Warhammer hitting the Gazelle in the right side and the aft with PPCs. The Gazelle missing the Archer with the PPC, missing the Blackjack with the autocannon, and several medium lasers, and an SRM-6. Landing all 20 LRMs on Hoser's ride. To the left leg, right torso, right arm. Down to 4 armor on that arm, and I noticed legs getting hit, so we are not under cover at all. So yeah, it's time to back Hoser out. Yeah, I call BS too. Like I am standing behind a level 2 hill, I think, or a level 1 hill. How tall is that friggin' dropship? Let's see. Yeah, all 20 missiles. That sucks. That's gonna be a PSR at the end of the phase too. The rifleman flipped his arms and fired both autocannons at the archer. No large laser, curiously, so he's taking a cooldown turn. Hits once in the left torso, down to 18 armor there. Hoser, needing 7s on the shoulder guard, hits in the right wing, damaging the landing gear. Not the avionics, not anything good. Not anything great, anyways. Oh, and the SRM carrier has come to play, landing 3 SRMs on Hoser's ride to the right arm and right torso. The Galleon missing the Stalker at the Gazelle, hitting the nose on the left side. 6 LRMs to the nose, down to 66 armor. The medium lasers at the Crusader on 12s hit him in the left torso for 4. The Scimitar missing on a 9. The Blackjack hitting the Gazelle in the right side for 8, down to 53 armor there. The Vedette landing an autocannon 5 on our friendly Crusader's right arm, critting on one of his LRMs. 28.1 meters tall, so that's what, 4, almost 5 levels? That seems unlikely. That it's 5 elevation levels high. So yeah, there's not going to be any taking cover from that thing. At least not unless you use diagramming LOS rules, which we don't, for simplicity's sake. Archer at the rifleman, hitting it in the right torso rear. Going internal, right torso rear again, left torso rear, critting on a medium laser. The Hunter missing on a 9. The Cronus at the rifleman, hitting the left torso rear again. Center torso rear, critting on the engine twice. So much for his cooldown turn. And 3 LRMs to the legs and the left torso rear, down to 1 structure in that left torso. The Orion at the Scimitar, missing on 9s and 8s. The Quick Draw at the Crusader, landing a hit on the left arm for 5 with a medium laser. Transferring into the left torso, down to 1 armor there. Medium laser to the right arm, going internal and leaving it with 4 structure. The Quick Draw at the Scimitar, missing on 9s and 11s. The enemy Crusader at our Archer, hitting medium lasers to the center torso, left arm. 4 LRMs to the right arm. 6 LRMs to the right torso and left leg. The Marauder with the pulse lasers at the Quick Draw, landing 2 hits to the left torso, down to 2 armor. Hits to the left leg and right arm. That's going to be a PSR from him. The Highlander at Ash, needing 10s and missing on all of it. The Crusader at the Gazelle, hitting the right side with 6 SRMs, down to 47 armor. Hoser stays standing. Ash stays standing. The Quick Draw falls, takes 5 to the left leg and 1 to the center torso. Needs an 8 to avoid damage, needs a 3 to stay conscious. The Rifleman falls on its rear, landing on the left torso rear, blowing its left arm off. Going internal to the center torso for another 4 points of damage, and 1 to the head, forcing the first and second consciousness checks, both of which are successful. Alright, the Highlander, kicking Ash on a 9, rolls a 7, needs a 6 to stay standing after failing to kick, gets a 7. Alright, Blackjack is at 5 heat, Quick Draw is at 2, Cronus is at 1, everyone else is running 0 heat. Our Crusader is at 10 heat, their Spider is at 0, their Quick Draw is at 9, their Crusader is at 5, Rifleman is at 4, Highlander is at 3. Sholigar needs a 6 to stay in control, gets a 6. Like many troop transports, the Gazelle features a relatively limited defensive array of weaponry. Does it? Does it really? Got what? 2 PPCs, 2 LRM-20s, buttloads of medium lasers and SRMs. It's still at 74% of its battle value. We've taken some serious damage. The primary out 4 is at 94%. The reinforcements are going to be showing up in 3 more rounds. We do have their aircraft down to 52%. And we have 1 initiative going into round 7. Oh, the Gazelle is turning its right side towards us now. Well, that's no... Or its left side, I mean. That's no fair. Now I need to hit it in the nose? Or the aft or something. I didn't realize it was going to be able to turn that quickly. I thought it would only be able to do 1 hex side per turn, like a walking mech. I mean, I'm aware that it can turn while it's on the ground. I just didn't realize it could turn 2 hex sides in a turn. Movement, 2 do. Yeah, 2 PBCs, LRM 20, AC 5, 2 SRM 6s, 10 medium lasers. Yeesh. Alright. Closer. Let's get you out of there. Away from that SRM carrier, if nothing else. Warwolf. We'll move you in to take some heat. No, that's probably not great either. Yeah, we're about to lose the right arm. We've already lost the LRMs. Left torso is down to 12 armor. Ooh. We just back up here too? How do we play this? I want to get away from that Highlander. I don't want him trying to kick me again and succeeding. Maybe we can go in hard on this rifleman again. And he's got no rear armor, but we can't get behind him. His legs are damaged. His head's taken a hit as well. Oh, there's a Hetzer over there that I need to take out too. Hetzers are nasty, especially the ones with the autocannon 20. And they're remarkably well armored too. What did we uncover? A Von Lochner and a Vedette. Oh, great. Exactly what I wanted to uncover. Alright, quick draw can get 1 evasion or you can get 3. We'll go for 3. I would like to view these arcs again. Okay, the quick draw is still pretty fresh. He can survive a PPC hit. Maybe we approach this unguarded left side as much as possible. These are the aft. Oh, that's perfect range to hit stiletto. Wow. The quick draw move already. Walk 0. Okay. Well, we're just gonna... No. kick him in the head. Is that too much to ask? Right now he's on level -3. I think we're on level -1. Yeah, we're level -1. So we can't quite kick him in the head. What we can do is we can fire a whole mess of SRMs at him and hopefully breach his armor at some point. Maybe that right arm. I don't know, that left leg. Looking tempting. Yeah, we will stand still. Hopefully that wasn't a mistake. Rifleman needs a 7 to get up. It's a 7, and that was a sprint, so he's not going to be able to fire this turn. Alright, so he's ignoring the quick draw in favor of hitting Tsubasa and Berlone. Needs a 7, needs 9s. And needs a 5 with the LRM 20. That seems fair. Ooh, we could hit that Hetzer on 6s. That might be worth doing. Or would be firing on the left side of the Gazelle, which is its strongest side. Yeah, we'll leave these guys to try to chew out its front, and we'll go for the Hetzer. On 6s and 8s. On 6s, on 10s, 10s, 9s. Yeah, I guess 6s is the way to go. And we'll throw in a couple of 12s just because we can. Tsubasa on 8s or on 5s. We'll go for the 5. We'll throw in a couple 7s, leaving us at 1 heat. We'll make it a cooldown turn. Oh, I just realized we have enemy aircraft flying overhead, and they're not getting shot at. Not in arc. What do you mean not in arc? We shoot him over here. Outside of visual and sensor range, outside of arc. What do you want from me? It's not good enough. We've got 9s on the Rifleman, we've got 5s on the back of the Gazelle. That might be worth doing. 5s on the back of the Gazelle. And his aft is honestly pretty strong, but we might get lucky and get some crits or something. And that is a solid 40 points of damage incoming. That's a 6 on the Hetzer. 5 on the Von Luckner. I think the Hetzer has less armor. Yeah, it does. Not by a whole lot, though. Yeah, we'll go for the easier shot. That's 5s and 7s. The back of the Gazelle is still pretty strong. It would be nicer to put it on the side where it's weaker. Yeah, but I don't... It was 9s to hit the Rifleman. And that was really, I think, the only shot that we had besides maybe the Spider, which would have been, what, 12s? We'll go 1s and 3s. 3. And we'll do a pair of 5s at the rifleman, putting us at 4 heat. The Orion, is he shooting at the front or the side of the Gazelle? I want the front. 9s, 9s. Got an SRM carrier over here that needs dealing with. Yeah, let's go ahead and go with 8s and 9s on that. Hopefully we'll get a crit or something. That's gonna be what, a 7 and some 9s. Skip the pulse lasers and the flamer. We're just going for the SRMs on 2s. Heck, we can throw in a pulse laser too. Not be in trouble. Actually. We might be about to take some shots in the back from that Sholigar. We'll fire 1 pulse laser. And all the SRMs, and that puts us at 4 heat, which is fine, because we still... Ooh, that did not look good. Sholigars, all 3 lose altitude from weapon attacks. The Gazelle hits the Cronus in the left torso with that rear-mounted large laser. Hits the Warhammer with 12 LRMs to the left and center torso. Awesome at the Hetzer, landing a hit to the left side, but only just the 1. Rolling a pair of 4s on the other 2 BBCs and a 5 on the large laser. Warhammer at the Gazelle hits the left side for 10, not what I was hoping for. Shenanigans again, yeah, it really is. We've just not been getting lucky with the dice rolls. The Scimitar at the Warhammer, landing 3 SRMs. Spider at the Archer, missing on 11s. The Blackjack at the Gazelle, hitting it in the aft and the left side, down to 84 and 87 there. The Vedette missing the Cronus. Stalker at the Gazelle, hitting the left side and the aft. And then the left side some more. It's down to 73 armor there, so it's no longer as strong as it was. It's still 73 armor is a lot. Hunter missing on a 9. Archer at the Gazelle, hitting the right side, down to 42. Hitting the aft twice, 3 times. The left side and the aft again. Quick draw missing the Marauder on 9s with medium lasers. The Crusader at the Stalker, hitting 6 LRMs to the right and left torso. Cronus at the Gazelle, hitting it in the aft. Hitting it in the right side with a medium. The left side with a couple mediums. SRMs to the left and right side. Small lasers at the Rifleman, both hit. To the left leg and center torso rear. I didn't realize I was in his rear arc. I maybe should have shot him up a little more. The Highlander landing an autocannon 10 on Ash's left leg, down to 14 armor there. The Orion missing on 8s and 9s. The Sholigar at the Archer, hitting 5 to the center torso and 4 to the right leg. Ash at the Scimitar, hitting the large laser in the front, medium laser to the front, leaving it with 0 armor remaining. That's unfortunate. Sholigar missing the Cronus on 10s. Marauder at the quick draw. First pulse laser, blows off the right arm. Following that up with a bunch of SRMs to the right torso, left torso, going for that LRM-10 ammo, causing the explosion. Destroyed by pilot death, crits on everything. All the damage in the world. Kaboom, yes indeed. Sholigar landing a medium laser to the Marauder's left torso rear, destroying the searchlight and leaving it with 2 armor there. Not firing the SRMs for some reason. He's got SRMs. Oh no, he doesn't have SRMs. My mistake. Thought the Sholigars had 3 mediums and an SRM. Alright, oh, we can hatchet him on a 7 using the kick table. Oh, we hatcheted him in the left leg for 14 so hard it transferred into his left torso. And he didn't even try to kick us back. His right leg is destroyed. He goes down, takes 3 to the or his left leg was destroyed. He takes 3 more to the right leg. Needs a 10 to avoid damage. Needs a 3 to stay conscious. I did not even think we would be able to swing on him. Was not in my line of thinking whatsoever. The Highlander is at 5 heat. The Rifleman is at 8. The Crusader is down to 1. Yeah, it's down to 1. Marauder is up to 4. Cronus is up to 4. Everyone else is 1 or less, looks like. We've 1 initiative going into round 8. We've got 2 rounds before the enemy tanks show up. We're still at 94.5%. Our Federated Commonwealth officer is down to 55%. Dropship is at 60. Primary Op 4 is at 81. Enemy aircraft is at 52%. That is a dead bug. Yeah, a spider with 1 leg is not going to last long. Alright. Did not have to notice if we won or lost initiative. Looks like we won since he's already moved 2 mechs. So the question is, do we stop and kill the spider? Do we stop and engage the Highlander? Do we just kill the gazelle and get the heck out of here? It is down to 40 some odd points in the aft. Ash can do that in 1 volley if she hits with everything. That Hetzer worries me a bit. It hasn't moved yet. Try to get into these woods, get a little cover, hopefully not get shot to pieces. Let's see, the Cronus running hot but not badly damaged yet. The Stalker is continuing to back up, and I think we're going to target this Galleon. 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 hexes is not a great range for us. 6 might actually be better, especially with the LRMs. Hoser is continuing to fall back. We'll need a PSR. Needs a 3. Don't roll Snake Eyes. We did not roll Snake Eyes. Alright. Let's see. Oh, the Hetzer has moved, so we can respond by not being in his front arc. Cronus can jump on top of the Hetzer, I think. And the Blackjack... Oh, the Gazelle turned back over this way. It's showing its right side to these guys again. That's not bad. Two, 3, 4, 5. That's medium range. It's immobile, so that's a -2 from 3 or 5. Or we could be slightly more evasive at the cost of some heat. Or we can back up and try to shoot the scimitar some. I think that's what we're gonna do. Let's see, Spider needs a 12 to stand up, falls on his right leg, dropping it down to 0 armor. Needs a 12 to avoid hurting the pilot, needs a 5 to stay conscious, gets a 9. Hoser needed a 3 to back up over that elevation change, gets a 6, and Sholigar number 98 has flown off the map. Tsubasa on 6s. Can we screw up the scimitar badly enough that he doesn't go anywhere else? Poser, you came over here to with the intention of hitting this galleon, but the gazelle is outside of visual range. Okay. So that will be the galleon. That will be on 3s and a 7 for 2 heat. Warwolf also on 6s and 8s and a 7 and a couple more 8s. That should be a dead galleon. Ash and Stiletto are now looking at the left side of this thing, which is still kind of its strong side. Do we change targets? Do we go for the Crusader on 12s? Jeez. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, because we've got the short range penalty. Still. Let's see. If we turn this way, we should still be able to hatchet the Crusader, I think. Or do we go for the Hetzer on 10s? Do we go for the Gazelle on 6s? That's going to be the Gazelle on 6s. Stiletto at the Gazelle on 1s. Yeah, we'll go up to 5 heat for that. The Orion at the Gazelle. We'll go ahead and switch over to that for 4s, 6s, 4s, and 6s, and we'll even throw in the small laser on a 10 at the Scimitar. Maybe we'll get lucky. The quick draw at the right side of the Gazelle. We'll skip the ER large and we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with the mediums and the SRMs. Berlone at the Scimitar on 9s. We've got the Sholigar on 9s. Well, the Scimitar we've got on 9s and 8s with the mediums. So yeah, that's going to be... Excuse you. Thank you. That's going to be 1, 9, and a bunch of 8s. And we'll throw in a 12 for kicks. Marauder at the Scimitar on 7s. We'll do 4 of those, just because I expect he's already dead. Alright, the Sholigar at our friendly Crusader, hitting him in the right arm with a medium laser, transferring into the right torso, where he's still got plenty of armor. Left arm, transferring into the left torso, where he's down to 11 structure, which is not good. The Crusader at the Sholigar on 10s, missing with everything. Blackjack at the Scimitar, hitting it in the left side with the large, hitting mediums to the turret, the left side, immobilizing it. The turret, destroying the stabilizer, and the turret again. The Galleon missing the awesome on a 9. Hoser at the Galleon, hitting it in the left side, hitting it in the front, and hitting it in the left side again, destroying it utterly and completely. The Stalker's attacks are moot. The Vedette at the Archer, hitting the left leg for 5, down to 9 armor. What, finally the Galleon? Or finally you got a kill? Is that your first kill of the battle? I think it is. Ash hitting the Gazelle on 6s. Missing 3 of the first 4 on 6s, hitting the left side, the strong side. Hitting the left side with 2 more, down to 41 armor there. Yeah, you did chase the Aerotech off the field, but I do believe that is your first kill. Cronus at the Gazelle, hitting it in the nose for 13, the aft for 5, the left side for 11, and then landing all 4 SRMs, down to 24 armor in the aft. Levon Luckner needing 9s and missing. Can't roll higher than an 8. The Orion at the Gazelle, missing with the autocannon, needed a 4, got a 3. Medium lasers to the right side, to the aft. LRMs to the nose on the right side, SRMs to the right side and the aft. The Crusader firing at Hoser's right, hitting him with 8 LRMs, excuse me, 14 LRMs altogether, including a through armor crit to the right leg, hitting the medium laser and an upper leg actuator. That's going to be a PSR at the end of the phase, if not 2. Quick draw at the Gazelle. Yeah, you've just not had good luck on this battle so far. Ash at the Gazelle. He hits the only place I still have armor. You've still got armor in plenty of places. You got, yeah, the right leg is down to 22 now, the left leg is down to 25 now, but you still got some armor. You've got more on your rear than you do your front. You've got 19 armor on your center torso rear and 19 on the center torso front. The quick draw at the Gazelle, hitting the right side with 2 medium lasers, nose and aft with medium lasers, SRMs to the nose, right side and aft. Warhammer at the Scimitar, hitting it in the rear with a medium laser, turret and left side, immobilizing it down to 0 armor. Unfortunately, not getting the kill quite. And the Gazelle, missing with the PPC, hitting the Archer in the center torso with an autocannon. Medium lasers to the right torso and right arm. Left arm and center torso. SRMs splashing all over. LRMs at Hoser, landing on the left arm and left leg for 12. Down to 2 armor on that left arm. Marauder, finally getting the kill on the Scimitar. I thought those shots were extraneous, but it turns out they were absolutely what it took. Hoser needing a pair of 5s, getting a 7 and a 6. Ash needing a 4, getting a 6. And gentlemen, it is 2 hours in. It's time for me to call this. As soon as I finish making these physical attacks, we're going to try to hatchet this Crusader in the back on a 7 for 14 points. We're going to kick the Gazelle on the left side for 11 points. Oh, we missed the hatchet attack, and we did hit the left side for 11. It's down to 13 armor on that left side. This battle is nearing completion, but it's still anyone's game. But this is where I'm going to save it. We're going to save it as we'll call it Dropship 2 because there's already a save file called Dropship. We'll go ahead and close out of this. No, we don't need an exit save. Yes, I know we've been disconnected. We're gonna go ahead and save here. Or just the date is fine. And that, ladies and gentlemen, will be it for tonight. Thank you all for joining me. Don't forget to like, comment, follow, subscribe, join the community. The link to Discord is in my bio. Link to my Twitch is in my YouTube and vice versa. And I will now have to wonder all week if Hoser will make it out of there. I don't think you have to worry about him making it out of there. You're a good pilot, and you've only taken the 1 leg crit. That is going to slow you down to a 2-3 movement profile, and in this darkness, that's going to be like 1 hex per turn, which is kind of lame. Yeah, the dice have been conspiring against you. That is true. But with that, I hope you all have a wonderful weekend, and we'll see you next week. Have a good one. Thanks for joining me.